I wanted to ask you about the penalty kill. Obviously, completely fell apart for the Oilers in the third period. It seemed like in the first 40 minutes of the game and the penalty and a half they killed was every time Dallas was getting into the zone, they were either forced to shoot a bad shot or forced to make a bad pass because Edmonton was just so aggressive on them. But then in the third period, it seemed like they just completely simplified everything, made a couple of quick plays, and just got pucks to the net. Is that kind of what you saw? What did Edmonton do so poorly?
Well, I mean, I just think Dallas, I mean, you're looking at that shot by, the shot by Mikael Granlund is like a perfect shot with a perfect flash screen. There's not much you can do there. Like that's a play that's kind of predetermined by beforehand. And the other power play goal bounces off the back wall and Skinner's kind of stuck. And then it's like, it's an interesting one. It's kind of a ticky-tack play, but the thing that they did, to your point, is they move the puck a lot quicker, and that's how you alleviate pressure on when you're playing a penalty kill. So that's really aggressive, especially up top, the way Edmonton tends to be, and you just got to move the puck quick, use the bumpers, and they really went 1-2 through. They went 1-2 passes quick, and then it was going to the net, and that's kind of where we've seen at times, especially now with no Mattias Ekholm, which I think is a huge piece of. And I look like an absolute idiot because, I probably caused the turnaround by the Dallas Stars, because I think at the exact moment I hit send or I hit tweet saying Edmonton doesn't even need Mattias Ekholm, everything fell apart. And
there's a few of you out there.
My feed was like, the minute I pressed send on the tweet, it was like, just over and over again. And all I think they could have used Mattias, but I just think, clearing the net front is going to be important and making it a little bit harder to those Dallas forwards to get to the net. Because if you look at the Mason Marchment, the Heiskanen goal, Mason Marchment's firmly right in front of Stuart Skinner. And then if you look at the Granlund goal, Robertson had time to get to the net and do a flash screen. So I think they got to make it a little bit tougher if I'm that net front defenseman. Just kind of make that guy feel a little bit your stick and cross-checking and not allowing him to get to the net so easily. Other than that, I just think it was perfect execution by Dallas. But yeah, their penalty kill as a whole throughout this playoffs has been horrendous. And, versus last year, that's what got them to the finals. So I think, Mattias is really going to help when he gets back. But I think in the meantime, they just have to make sure that their net front, as you can see there with Nursey, I know you're not supposed to get tangled up with guys, but you got to let Stuart Skinner see this because, the way they're doing. And if you kind of back that up a little bit, the way they like to pressure is windshield wipers. So they do a trap down, and then that middle guy, which is Matthias Janmark, is supposed to cut the ice in half. So when he does that, and then Connor Brown's coming up, you give that second to the D-man like Heiskanen to get a shot to the net because you're kind of inviting that shot. So if you're inviting that shot, you got to make sure the net's clear. Or if you're, Darnell Nurse standing in front, you got to block that shot. So it's just one of those things that you can't just be on top of him doing a double screen. So that's just one part, and then obviously the Granlund one. That's so tough. That's so fast, and that flash screen by Robertson's perfect. I don't think Skinner could have done much other than make himself a little bit bigger. But yeah, it's more stay out of the box is the thing, and don't give them any fuel, especially that point in the game.
What's up, Nation citizens? If you like that video, then you need to be subscribed to the Oilers Nation YouTube. Podcasts, live shows, exclusive interviews, and analysis. Everything you need from your favorite voices at Oilers Nation. And you don't want to miss any of it, so hammer that subscribe button.